All right, so today's video, we're watching a Silver 4 DPS on PS5 playing Bastion and Ashe. They say, hi, hope you're doing good. I've been playing Overwatch really passively since Season 4. Never understood it and didn't have any other friends playing it, so I stopped after Season 5. I returned in Season 15, but I don't think I really got to understand the game until Season 16 and 17. I don't even know the season numbers and when that was. I think recently. I mained Bastion in DPS, but I really loved Ashe and Stadium, but I struggle to hit my dynamites. I understand that. I also play some Torb and Hanzo too. Literally any hero that keeps me away from the face of the opponent. I was stuck in bronze for a long while, but in the past 2 seasons, I've been able to work my way out of silver 4 or 5 from watching videos like yours and understanding the game better. But I'd like to climb more. In this game, I played Bastion for both attack and defense and attack during overtime. I, however, switched to Ashe because I could instantly get the self-detonate perk for overtime. I respect that. Early game was rough because I was AFK at the beginning and I made some panic decisions early on. I hope you can tell me what I can do to improve and hopefully reach my goal of climbing more this season. Love your content and have a good day/night. Okay, let's see what happens. See how your gameplay goes and figure it out. So you're saying you weren't there at the start. I mean, you didn't miss much of this part, to be honest. Okay. Step 1, you can't shoot through walls. Step 2, just hit your button again and reset. Straight up. So there's no reason to sit there and just shoot at the wall at absolutely nothing. What you want to do in that situation is just hit your button again to reset your cooldown timer and go again. So that you would have probably have your Bastion form up like right now, basically, if you didn't just sit there shooting a wall. Okay? Yep. Okay, remember to play corners. Okay, you're doing that. Don't get the health pack. You don't need it. I say that because sometimes people will take a health pack when they need like 15 HP. But then your teammate goes to get that health pack, aka a tank, and then you're like, wait a second. Okay, you're getting flanked. I would just say turret form. Okay. So another reason why you don't want to sit there and just shoot your bullets like that over and over again is because you also want a little bit of a surprise to the Bastion turret form. So if you just start blasting, like Danny DeVito again, what's going to happen is they're going to know where you're at all times. They're also going to know when you don't have your turret form anymore. So it's a little bit of a mind game of like, turret form is so strong, so don't use it in the middle of the open just to start shooting at walls. And you can also not hold your button down during it. All right? Any plans on playing the WoW? Yeah, I will. I tried playing it last night, but the servers were like, I couldn't log in, so. All right. Yep. Okay, now remember, they can see you, so you want to, yep. Okay, you don't want to keep pushing at them like that. I actually preferred it when you played more of the cover. Again, you did say you had a rough start, so I'm going to give a little bit of wiggle room on that rough start that you were mentioning. But like right now, I want to see you get out of this. I'm going to hit my button. I'm going to start shooting at the walls. Because right now, it feels like you're just going into turret form and shooting the walls. So, well, okay, now you lost the point. I would recommend back it up, I swear, if you sit in front of the doorways and start blasting. Chat, there is no safe wall in this game right now. No wall is safe. All right? You're a wall in Junkertown. You thought you were fine, all of this. Nope. Certainly isn't. Yes, fall off damage. Yeah, the closer you get, the less damage that you'll... Okay, yeah, these are the... Oh, I swear. Dude, whoever is running this business here is so confused. This person was in here just maybe watching like a TV show or something, and meanwhile, you got Bastion over here just sending it into the walls. Like, whoever's in here, like, they don't show it, right? But, like, somebody in there is just so confused right now. Okay, let's go back here to... So you could use your ultimate here. So I would recommend using it on, like, don't do it in one spot. Do it, like, it kind of... Yeah, okay, that was fine. Nice kill. Good job. Good ult usage there. That was well played. Nice. 3 kills. Let's go. Heck yeah. Good play. Okay, so now I would recommend... Oh, it's good. They're going to start blasting soon. Ready, and... Okay, shoot at the... Okay, wait a second. This is another reminder that if you hit your button again after a failed Bastion form, you can start your cooldown sooner to get back into the form. Example, you would already be back in form right now if you realized that wasn't going to work. See this? Like, you would have already been able to use it 3 seconds prior, and maybe you get kills or you get rid of their life weaver tree or do something. So, yeah. They don't have Sombra, so you don't have to... I think you need to start to play a little bit more hide-and-seek style at times. I feel like you're just trying to always be shooting at somebody, but in Overwatch, it's okay to take a second. I feel like there's no stopping right now. It's just you have to either A, run around in circles, which means you sound like a T-Rex stomping around the map, so they know where you're at all times, or you pop your turret form and start either A, shooting at them, or checking out the structural integrity of the walls. I used big words there. That was impressive for me. I still probably butchered it, but I'm so proud. All right, here we go. Yep, there it is. Awesome. Hey, that was good. I mean, you did damage into a bunch of people. That's better than a bunch of walls. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. I'm so proud of myself. You could ult this if you wanted to. You don't have to. But it's Bastion ultimate, so let's be real. Okay, so I would actually recommend, this is a really good ult spot for Bastions, by the way, chat, because you have this small hall here or up here. This is where they basically gravitate to, or here. So it's actually a really pristine spot to get a good Bastion ultimate, so we'll see what happens. But I just wanted to show people that in general. In this situation, it's pretty good. Okay, there it is. Okay, good job, yeah. Awesome. I didn't know where you're going with that one. It worked out. Easy. Good ult. Good ult decision. It's just a good spot, but they don't have much room. Yep. Ultimates have been pretty solid so far. That's more Bastion ult kills I think I've had playing Bastion in 2 years, so... Yeah. Wow, you really didn't want to get Bastion ulted. Okay, here we go. I'm ready. So, in this situation, because that you don't have your tank here, I would actually prioritize backing away, so that way you go to safety. Now your teammates feel obligated to stay on top of the Zenyatta ultimate as well as your Zen, which could, in theory, get your whole team killed right now. We'll see, though. I don't know if the follow-up from their team is quite there, so we'll see if that happens. But you want to back away with the Zen ultimate, not just sit there, is all I'm getting at. I'm okay with the self-heal perk. Okay, you're backing away, and you're blasting. And you're blasting. There you go. All right, now you're healing, and you're... Yep. I would just hold that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot you got to work on. I'm going to be real with you. And, it's just... You got to learn to settle. You got to learn to play corners. You have to learn to time your... turret form is such a powerful tool for Bastion. Don't get me wrong, the left click is a lot better than it used to be, or whatever it is for console, keybinds. It's way better than it used to be. Straight up. Way better than it used to be. I think that you're just kind of wasting your turret form. It feels like you're not really... It just feels like you're not really taking much of that into account, so you're just wasting your most major cooldown just to hit the button and shoot walls. So, yeah, but even the sensitivity, I'm not even gonna talk about that. It's just that won't matter if you're just gonna turret form and then just sit there and shoot a wall. That's what I'm saying. The turret form needs a lot more work because that's such a big part of your kit that you're just nerfing yourself. All right, time to shoot the walls. See what I mean? You can tell them to lower their sensitivity all day long, but that is not a good turret form. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what needs to be fixed, which is easily fixable. It's basically, if they're in a spot that's a rough spot or you want to get them away from it, you pop your turret form to either get a kill or pressure them back. But if you just pop it to do this and shoot walls, this is not going to get you the full value, right? Like you're like, who would be afraid of that? Like in that situation, that Malgo was looking through the doorway, going, "Hey, like I'm right here. Shoot at me. Like I'm right in front of you." And you're like, "No, these walls are pissing me off." So. You can miss shots. No, it's not about missing. Listen, missed shots are going to be, it's not even about that right now, right? I've missed shots in a Mercy close range in front of me. I've done that on any hero. I have hindered a Tracer and missed my shots as Cassidy on a hindered Tracer, right? That's not what we're talking about here. It's about utilizing the cooldown efficiently to even put yourself in a spot to get those kills. And right now, that's not what's happening. Like right now, this could be a good spot for you because it's obvious. Yep, see? Like, they have to be in front of you. You use a good turret form. Like, right there. Oh, look at that. Right there, you're in a perfect spot because of how the map is flowed right now, and you get free kills because of it. You can do that every single time with turret form. That's why I'm so like, okay. Like, I knew right away you were going to get multiple kills right there because you were basically in a spot where there was no other place to shoot at. And you did a great job. That was awesome. All right. Turret form. Okay, now you shoot it. Yeah, there you go. Okay, a little bit of a note, and I know you're on and obviously I know you're on console and all that too. So like, I want to point out, Chad, did it seem like Bastion was using aim like projectile right there, or was I seeing that incorrectly? Like, didn't that seem like they were trying to projectile aim rather than hit scan aim? Like, I'll show you what I mean. So like, when the Bastion turns the corner here, what I'm seeing is you're trying to lead the shot rather than trap. Watch. Like watch on the Sojourn.
This ends now.
See? You're trying to like projectile aim. Like you're not projectile, you're hit scan. You said that could be the controller aim assist working against them? Okay. Maybe that's what it is. But I just noticed that. It was a random note I noticed. Like, you don't want to lead the shot, you want to hit scan aim the shot. So anyway, but either way, that might just been what it was. I noticed that. I gotta get you out of the habit of this, like, just spamming your shots all the time. I feel like your mindset is that you just, if they run into your shots, you're gonna get kills. But, like, there's also, at least for me, one of the ways to get rolled by a Bastion is for, like, the surprise aspect of it. Like, right here, like, that Sojourn. See what I mean? Like, that Sojourn didn't look at you, so they weren't expecting you. So then when you popped your ultimate, or your turret form, you got a free kill. Like, that was obvious you were gonna get a free kill on Sojourn because of that. So, why let them know where you're at all times when you can kind of maneuver around the map or set yourself up in spots to get like 3 kills from a shot at an angle or when they're out of position? It just feels like your basically gameplay loop is pop turret form, shoot at walls, run around in circles for the rest of the remaining time, rinse and repeat. That's what it feels like, right? So we'll see. Yep, your wrist is safe. You see what I mean? Now you're running around, you're sitting in the middle of the open, like, you like, okay, it's turret form time, what wall's next? Oh, Bastion's dead. But see, like, you see a Bastion that's, oh, never mind. Oh, no. There you go. Okay. It's like, see that Bastion's positioning? That's been you the majority of the game. That, like, you were like, wow, this is a free kill. Holy crap. So, I don't know, I just want to say, like, that was a good moment, but it goes back to what we were talking about. You gotta improve this play style of pop turret form, start blasting. When you're out of turret form, run in circles and get lost, rinse and repeat. Remember, you also make a lot of noise, so you're not gonna have a surprise factor like ever if you're just stomping around, right? You gotta give credit to the architects of Junkertown. They really took into account the Bastions who just start, you know, slamming bullets into the walls at all times. So that's pretty good. They don't have a Sombra. Yo, okay. Yep. There's another pathway to the right, up the stairs too, that can help with. Yeah, alrighty. Okay. Yep. Again, I the story of this game is going to be, don't do that. That's the story of this game. Just don't do that. Singer, thanks for the prime sub, Bridget. Thank you. Appreciate that. Scorponic, thanks for the 67 months of tier win. You can help us, by the way. They're going to stack in the tree. Okay, a little bit of a note. If you're a Bastion form, just kill the Life Weaver tree there. Why leave the value up? I think once you get the first kill, just shoot at the Life Weaver tree. Guarantee you get the kill. But then you opted to just shoot the floor. So, again, I think you just have, like, target priority to work. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot to work on, but we'll simplify it at the end of, like, some of the small things. It's just, it feels like right now your gameplay loop is hit buttons and then don't think about the rest. Okay, we're, oh, yep, one target. Stay on one singular person for now. That works for me. Okay, now you can, that was an insult. Nice, there you go, good job. Oh, okay. Now remember, they can escape away. So you're not even thinking about their escape. If they use two, if you saw them use, like, you know, one slide, two if they have the perk, you go, okay. You know what? We're fine. But you don't even see that, and you just start blasting again. Okay, there's the heals. Okay. Yep, be careful. I mean, this is pretty straightforward. So, like right there, when you use your cooldown, you're gonna want to go use cover to your right, but it doesn't. And your team, it's fine. You and the okay. You can ult point if you want. You can just like directly ult on the point. Okay. There you go. And you get the point. This is a doozy right now. This is a doozy right now, chat. This is gonna be a good attack. Again, focus on not spamming your cooldowns and shooting walls, and we're back at it. Okay. Kiwi, thanks for the 2 months of the Prime, so thank you. Appreciate it, Kiwi. Thank you, everybody. Again, it's Robotic and everybody, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. All right, you're backing up. Okay, I mean, the Ramatra came to you, so that's good. Now, you see how the Ramatra came to you when it was a free kill? That's why I'm so adamant about you timing your do not start blasting. Do not pop turret form the moment you see the Sojourn. You don't need to do it yet. Good play. Good job. Recognize you don't need it there. Man, that wall is pissed. Okay. Again. You also needed... Yeah, here you go. Playing cover. Nice job. Good play. All right, you have turret form. I would wait to use it right now because you don't need to shoot any walls. Oh, well. Hey, listen. Rumor has it, chat, Sombras hate to see this Bastion. All right. If you would like to pop your ultimate here, you could go to the left on the... Yeah, there you go. Okay. I mean, that was in range of them. Back away to a health pack. Back left is a health pack. Okay, turret form now and shoot the tree. Turret form now and shoot the tree. Well, you got rid of the person who created the tree, so I guess that's also worth it. Okay. Now heal yourself so you don't fall over. Yep. You're good. Ready? And turret form. And turret form. All right, let's hit that turret form button now, and let's get that Mauga. There you go. Yep. Someone's in front of you now, though, so you don't have to shoot the cart. All right, that cart didn't see it coming. Yep. If there was any treasure on that cart, it is gone. And just like we expected, you got through second point. Like, how much damage does Bastion have right now? Honestly, 15,000. Pretty good. Okay, now you could right-click that area. Wait, has Bastion even used right-click that much, or have I not been paying attention? Probably has. Those stairs, pissed. At this point, we're going to see an article soon from Blizzard saying they're going to be reworking Junkertown due to a Bastion destroying all the walls. Like, you thought Talon was the enemy? This is how Gibraltar got reworked. Like, Talon arrived. Like, the storyline is going to be Talon arrives to Gibraltar and looks around and goes, all right, well, we don't need to be here. Never mind, we're good. And they just left. Like, that's why they didn't continue the story at that point. Talon showed up in the ship and they were just confused. They're like, dude, what happened? And then they found, then this Bastion was seen in the background. They just pieced. right off the card. I mean, that's not your fault. Arista fell over, but. Okay, let's see how your attack goes, or your defense, or whatever's going on. I don't even know what side you're on anymore. Oh, and you're on Ashe, okay. Pleasant surprise. You did mention you had an Ashe moment because of the overtime perk. Like the perk to detonate your stuff. Ooh, that's a good, wow, that was actually sick. That's like a dream for Ashe players, by the way. If you know like how much of a dream that is to hit a dynamite like that, holy crap. So I'm not. Okay, I'm not much of a huge console expert, but doesn't it feel like you're just like I imagine it's almost like you're taking your stick and just like moving it around. That's kind of what it looked like. Yeah, well, reloading's important, but that was the last part I was looking at there. It almost feels like you just need to like settle a little bit on your aim. Like, don't move your like the stick as much. I wish I could explain this. Like, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like, it looks like you're trying to be like extremely precise, but in reality, it feels like you're. Yeah, that's exactly what it. Yep. All right, but the dynamite on point. Nice dynamite again. Honestly, wait, nice job. That was a moment where you let your aim settle. Ooh, using your movement abilities to go to cover. Okay, I like what I'm seeing. I would bob this, honestly. Yeah. Actually, that bob is in a much better spot than you even realize. That bob is in a good spot. Nice job. Yeah, that was a Sojourn shooting you from behind. I wasn't sure what your reaction was going to be, but that was definitely what you thought it was. Well, that was a roller coaster game. I don't even like know how to. Like, we just need to start with the basics here, okay? Bastion, enough of the pop-in turret form randomly and shooting walls. Like, if you find that your gameplay loop is you're shooting walls the majority of the time, ain't gonna go that well. So I really want to get you out of the habit of that. I think that's, like, the first step. Aim-wise, you over-aim a little bit or try to, like, be too precise at times. I don't know how it specifically works on console with some of those settings, but I could tell, like, it would get wild, as we saw in Ashe. So I want to just start with the basics. Stop shooting at walls. Play cover more. Don't, like, utilize the ability to have the surprise aspect of Bastion of like, hey, you don't even know I'm right here, turret form, 2 free kills. Anytime they were directly in front of you and they had no cover, you were fine, but they always had cover. So you just need to get that gameplay loop down. That's what we're gonna start with because I don't wanna overcomplicate things. You gotta start with that gameplay loop. You gotta stop just shooting walls, all right? You gotta stop just like popping your cooldown, and then when you're not in turret form, you just run around in circles and you're just making a bunch of noise. Surprise them sometimes. Wait till they're out of position. Left click with your, like when you're with your team at them. Stop shooting at the walls. Start with the basics of that. And I think you're going to end up seeing a surprising bit of a climb for you. It's going to take like some practice, but you're just not even utilizing your character correctly. And to be able to even climb as you did with like not utilizing your character, it means that you have your moments. So adjust that and you got this. You absolutely got this. You like the video? Make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the YouTube if you haven't. Leave a comment. All of it helps. If you want to submit your own, my Discord. That's where you do that. Forgot what I was going to say next. So, oh yeah, if you want to watch more of these, we have a lot of spectatings. Click the little box over here if you enjoyed this. You did more of these, more of all of this. So, with that being said, I hope you all have an amazing day / night.